Welcome to the Roadshow. I mean, welcome back. Clearly, we've been on the air for 22 minutes. So this morning in the bus, some changes are coming to the Roman Catholic Church. I witnessed this firsthand at Sunday Mass this weekend. I was like, what's going on? So focusing on the wording in the official prayer book during Mass, it's now going to be called the New Roman Missal. The word changes are meant to be a better translation from Latin than what was originally translated back in the 60s. Again, there hasn't been a change in 48 years. This is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Now, the goal is to get parishioners to feel more deeply connected with the Mass. For example, when the priest says, "May the Lord be with you," instead of saying, "and also with you," the new translation says, "with your spirit," meaning with your soul.
The translation from the Latin is being tightened, so it's the same Mass, but different words that we'll be using.
Hopefully to have it become more meaningful to people, to become a little bit more involved.
I think people will eventually, once they get used to the new words, they'll appreciate it more.
So the new Roman Missal goes into effect November 27th during Sunday Mass. I don't know, the sound bites that we just heard from those people there saying that they thought it was a good thing and it's going to get people more deeply connected. That is not what I heard this weekend from friends of mine who are Catholic.
I feel as though some people will definitely take it into account and say, okay, this is a better understanding, so I'm going to live by these words more so. But if you are connected with whoever you are connected with, whatever you want to believe in, God or whatever, if you have that connection and you believe, then it doesn't matter what words you're saying.
Well, I think it does matter,
It's
Michaela.
the fact that you are there.
I think it does matter. When you're in your own thoughts and your own prayer, it doesn't matter. But when you're a part of the church, I find it incredibly difficult with the way they're changing the language, because I was saying this to some friends yesterday. It used to be, when you're saying like the Nicene Creed, for example, we believe in one God, we believe in whatever, you know, I'm not going to say the whole thing. But now they're changing it to I. And I don't like that, because I feel like when you go to church, it's about the community of the church.
Yeah.
And now you're making it all about yourself and how you feel instead of about how the congregation is supposed to enjoy the faith together. I also think there's some very confusing language in there. Words, there was a word in there like consubstantial or something like that. Like, I've never even heard of this word.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
know?
It doesn't matter what you're saying. I mean, you can stick to what was originally translated.
Well, then why
and
are they
it'll
doing
still have
it?
the
They
same
want
meaning.
people to not leave the church. They want
I
people
don't
to be
know.
more
I don't
connected
know.
to the church. I think this is crazy. Patrick, your thoughts?
I spent so much time memorizing all those prayers when I was in CCD as a kid. I got to learn them all over again?
Right.
It's ingrained.
That's the way I look at
It's
it. No, it's
ingrained
true,
in you,
yeah.
and so I feel like it's going to take me forever to
I feel like our
with it.
generations and above, you don't really have a shot of change it, only because you go so many times. Like you said, it's repetition. It's been ingrained in you for so long, but I feel like it's the younger generations that will kind of catch on to this.
I suppose, but I don't know. Yeah, because like my kids, for example, know the prayers, but not well enough where they're like, it's
right,
like
and they
in
haven't
them.
been reciting them for 20 some
Forever.
odd years.
Oh, thanks for saying 20 some odd years, Michaela.
We should. I should have my mom in here because, you know, as a very devout Catholic for many years.
Yeah.
I don't want to say how old she is, but you can figure out I'm almost 40.
Okay.
So
she's like 45.
She is, yeah.
Okay.
She looks great, too. I wonder how she's going to adapt to it, because, I mean, she could probably go up onto the altar and say the Mass. She's gone to so
I know,
many Mass,
I know, right?
You know, with the same words and everything. But I just think with the Catholic Church, you know, it's no secret that they're in need of, they're losing people.
Absolutely.
They need more people. So they're probably making these changes to, as maybe just a, you know, a fresh look on the way the Catholic Mass is presented, and maybe it'll bring in more people. To me, I'd have a hard time with it because I'm so used to the way it was, and I'm kind of like a traditionalist, old school.
And the ritual of it. And another thing, too, you know, they started this campaign, and it's kind of sad when you think they have to campaign to get people to church. However, I thought it was working. It was the Catholics come home. If you haven't been with us, come back home. Now you're going to say, come back home, and we're messing everything up and changing it all for you. So I think it's kind of a conflicting message, you know?
Oh, religious arguments. Aren't they just wonderful?
Seriously.
I mean,
are we not supposed to
so
do that on the bus?
polarizing. No, it's,
Let's talk about Christmas trees and something that's not so controversial.
Speeding tickets.
Speeding tickets, that's always fun.
Or we'll hear from everyone online.
Yeah, that's
I'm wondering
cool.
what people are thinking of this, Courtney.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear, you know, for folks who do go or maybe, you know, aren't Catholic but still weighing in on it. So we'll start on the live blog on foxprovidence.com. The first comment was from Jean. She said, I hope the change brings peace and better understanding to the Catholics. And then guest here said, I can remember the 60s when we had to learn to read the prayers in Latin. I bet that was pretty difficult. Here's the poll right underneath the live blog. And what do you think of the changes? A, everyone will feel more connected. B, they are awkward and hard to understand. understand, or C, I like it, but it'll be a transition. Here's a look at our Facebook page. We've got about 5 comments so far. Everyone's pretty different thinking this morning. And Donna says, it's hard for the elderly to go with these changes. If they're doing it for the young people, well, I hope it helps to bring them back, but I doubt it, she said. And Amanda said that if churches are like family, then they have to come together and decide whether the changes are right for that parish and their needs. She also said that she wished there could be a voting system on these changes here, but I do think it's nationwide here. So if you guys want to weigh in in the poll, leave a message on Facebook. Maybe we'll read some more at the end of the show, but for now we're going to head back into the kitchen with Danielle. Over to you.